It's on Facebook.
All right, and then our microphones, we'll turn these on right here. And a big thank you to Desert Financial Credit Union for sponsoring our KRIM Community Spotlight program. Good morning, Rim Country. Chris Higgins in the studio. Today we have a studio full of guests, and if you want to watch us on our KRIM FM Facebook page, just log on, go on. We're also streaming on our YouTube channel as well. But today we're going to be talking about the upcoming Northern Gila County Fair. That's right, September 8th through the 10th is the Northern Gila County Fair, and in the studio to tell us more about what's happening at the fair is fair coordinator, director, maestro extraordinaire Faith Lowry, because you just don't do like one thing with the fair, you do a few.
Right, so
Yes.
there are lots of things to do, but we have a great crew, lots of people, lots of parent volunteers, and
Yep.
and great kids, right?
And he brought a couple of those kids. We have Micah and Trent Hazelow. Good morning, guys. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing good.
Hey, doing good, doing good. Thank you for coming on this morning. Wait a second, it's Monday. Are you out of school?
No, sir. I
No?
just got pulled out.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, not in school. Come on the radio and on Facebook and talk about the fair. That's fun. So, yeah, there's just a lot going on, and the auction, livestock auction, is a big part of the fair, isn't it, Faith?
Yes, so we start our fair September 8th, it's a Friday. They start with the livestock shows. So the kids will show their animals. They start with like showmanship and that type of competition, and then they'll move into Saturday with a round robin, which is where the kids that took reserve grand champion, which is like second place, then they'll compete with all the different animals, different species of animals, not just their own. And so then they have that second chance to get a grand champion. And then they also do the livestock shows where they talk about, you know, when they're showing their animal, it's more about the makeup of the animal and how well-rounded they are for food. And I'll let these guys share a little bit about that. And then the auction, if you register to buy, you can enjoy a buyer's dinner and meet all the kids about 3 o'clock Saturday, September 9th. And then the auction starts at 4, so.
4 on Saturday.
Lots of fun.
Oh, yeah. So, Micah, how long or how many years have you participated in the fair or raced an animal?
So I've been a member of the FFA for 4 years, but this is my 3rd year doing a project, which is my pig Bubba, Duroc Gill. So
Bubba?
yeah.
Bubba, nice name, Bubba. So how much does Bubba weigh right now?
On the 10th, she was at 215.
Oh, Bubba's a girl?
Yes.
Oh, it's not like Bubba Ed. Bubba Ed?
Yeah. Bubba.
Bubba Show?
Yeah.
Bubba, I don't know, yeah. Bubba, but, so, how much again?
215.
215.
Yeah.
215.
She's getting closer around 240 right now.
And
then she's probably going to be around that 250 mark around fair time, so.
wow.
Yeah.
Hey, that is good. And how, what other animals have you raced in the past?
I've just stuck to pigs.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Why pigs? Is there something about them?
Yeah, pigs are a lot like dogs. They got a lot of personality. They train very easily. If you like stick with them for a longer amount of time, you can actually they will actually listen to your voice, kind of like how a dog reacts to commands.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, wow, that's
Yeah.
cool. So 3 years and 3 pigs.
Yes, sir.
What were your other 2 pigs? What were their names?
So my first year was a crossbreed, and that one was Sox. It was an all-black pig, had little white feet, so I thought it went perfect. And then last year was a Duroc Gill again. I named her Copper because of her red hair. So.
And what has been your favorite part of the fair and the project? You know, raising the pigs.
It's a lot of fun overall. I can't really pick a favorite thing. I enjoy every part of it, spending the time with the animal, walking the animal, training them, especially around fair time. It's a little bit of stress, but it's all worth it in the end, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Get to meet a lot of great people. So.
Oh yeah, so there's a lot of time that goes into
Yes,
raising
sir.
the animal, taking care of the animal.
Yes, sir.
And how long do you have the pig? How long have you had the
I
pig?
got mine in April.
April? Around April
Yeah.
time?
Yep, April,
Yeah.
so past 5 months then.
Yeah. So like 4 or 5 months of taking care, feeding,
Yes, sir.
walking, cleaning,
Yes, sir.
just all of it. So it's
Yes,
a
sir.
lot of hours that you put into it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, that's cool that you really enjoy it and you have a good time. So Trent,
Yes, sir.
how about your animal? What do you have this year?
I have a steer and a pig.
A steer and a pig. Whoa, you just have to get 2 animals here? You want the
gotta
2?
be-
Yeah?
I gotta be better than my older brother.
You got a steer and a pig.
And I'm
So,
4 years younger.
and you're 4 years younger? Man, 4 years younger, you got 2 animals. You're a go-getter, Trent. So, so your steer, what's his name?
My steer's name is Adam Henry.
And how about your pig?
My steer's name is Dewey. Or
Right.
my pig's name is Dewey.
It was a trick question, I got you. No, Dewey. So Dewey,
Dewey.
Dewey.
Dooley.
Dooley. Oh, like the truck.
Yes.
Does he have a
Okay.
big back end?
Because he has a big back end? Oh, pig's got back. All
Double
right.
capacity.
Double capacity. Double, they got Dooley. So Dooley and Adam Henry. So how many years have you raised animals?
It's my 2nd year.
2nd year, and how about last year? What did you raise?
I had a steer last year.
A steer. And you must have enjoyed that. It must have been a lot of fun, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like Mike said, it's stressful, but then you're like, I just did that. I did really good, and it kind of feels good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. So what made you decide, other than trying to one-up your older brother, get a pig and a steer this year?
I didn't want to go just pig. I didn't want to stop doing steers, but I wanted to see how much fun pigs were, because like Mike said,
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, I like pigs. And I was like, all right, I'll try one, but I don't want to go just pig. I also want to do a steer.
Wow. That's cool. So,
Really quick,
yeah.
Trent, last year, did you get a buckle?
Yes,
Were you first place or grand champion?
I was
Was it reserve?
reserve champion. Yes.
Reserve, so
That's pretty cool for his first year.
first year. So reserve is kind of like
second
the
place.
second place. So you have grand champion and then reserve champion.
Yep.
Wow, that's cool. So you probably got hooked then when you got reserve. You're like, man, this is awesome. I want to get grand champion now.
There's only,
Is there a lizard out there?
no, there's only 2 people in there.
Well, hey, we don't have to. No one heard that, okay? No one heard that. You know, but that's why I got it.
No, but
That's
his
funny.
steer was really nice last
Yeah.
year. And I think it did really well in the auction too.
Yeah. How many people have steers this year?
I want to say there's
I
5.
think there's 5. I think I saw that somewhere that there was 5. So
I thought there was 3 or 4, but
5. Oh man, you got some competition this year, man. There you go.
I think with the pigs, I think there's around 17?
16,
16, 17, yeah.
16 or 17 pigs.
Yeah.
Oh man. So yeah, that I mean, is it a friendly competition then, Trent? Like with your friends, because you have like
Yeah.
all your Micah, sorry, you have all your buddies, you know, and friends that
Oh,
are
yeah.
doing it.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's all friendly and everything. Like for like market, when that judge is looking at someone else's pig, you kind of got to be a little bit selfish and kind of walk your pig in the
Right.
side of her.
Mhm.
You want to try and steal the attention, but yeah, it's just all friendly competition, just seeing who kind of does the best with raising their pigs or steers.
It sounds like that's what your little brother's going to be doing to you,
Yeah.
man. He's going to be trying to steal your attention.
He's trying to steal the show always.
I know, with Dooley. You know, his pig's got, you know, the big backside and everything.
Yes,
So
sir.
hopefully, so how much do you think Dooley will weigh at the auction?
well, right now he only pushed I think it was 180, which is all my friends that I'll be competing against. It's like, yeah, mine's like 240. I'm like, all right.
Oh, yeah.
Mine's gonna be kind of little, but
Yeah, yeah, yours, it's about 200 now. It'll be about 200 or so, you think?
yeah.
So, yeah, so it's like Little Dooley.
Yeah.
That'll be his name, Little Dooley. It's like if, you know, you do a dually on like a Toyota or something. That's what,
Ford Ranger.
a Ford Ranger dually. Oh, that's good. So, the auction obviously gets great support, doesn't it, Faith? Every
So
year.
last year we had a really great turnout for the auction, we're hoping again this year we'll have another great turnout. We have our Rim Country Barbecue is
Mhm.
going to do our buyer's dinner, so
Mhm.
we'll have some great barbecue for those. Once they register, they'll take their buyer's number in and they can sit down and eat a nice dinner before the auction, meet the kids, you know, talk
Mhm.
about the animals and the hard work that they put into raising it. And it's not just hard work, I mean, it's a big expense. These guys have to save a lot of money to do this. And that's why a lot of times once they start, they can continue and reinvest their money
Mhm.
into the next project. And it's been a really great, what do you call it, like a business
Mhm.
for a lot of kids. My kids did it too, and it helped pay for their vehicles and some college and things like that. So it's always been a really great opportunity for kids to learn, to have responsibility. And I really think it's great that our town supports that so well.
Oh, yeah, and there's so many residents and businesses too. A lot of businesses and business owners are out there year after year,
Yes.
buying animals, bidding each other up, and
The Randall family,
Stodgill.
LaForge, yeah, a lot of them are just, they come out every year, Northern Arizona Drywall, a lot of these
Yeah.
folks, they really support the kids, and
Yeah.
even if they can't buy a whole animal, they can do add-ons, which
Mhm.
is just support. So whether it be $10 or $500, a lot of the kids, especially with the smaller animals, they don't make as much because it's usually per pound.
Mhm.
So sometimes they just really need those extra add-ons and the support to help them reinvest into the next year's project as well.
Yeah, no, also Brett Flaherty, Centerpoint Dental, and,
Yes.
Ryan DeQuattro out there.
Absolutely, there's so many great people that just continue to support the kids. And some of them have kids in that
Yeah.
too, or they did it as a kid, so
Mhm.
they're interested because they know how hard it is.
Mhm.
And you really, I feel like this town is so supportive of everything with the kids. And having 5 kids myself, I feel very blessed to be here and be able to raise my kids here.
Mhm. Again, we're talking Northern Gila County Fair, and that's coming up September 8th through the 10th at the Payson Event Center. And talking mainly today about the livestock auction. There's the livestock show on Friday, 10 a.m. And then you're able to go out there really throughout the weekend and look at the animals. Check them out, and at all the pens, all of the students, what they've done. They have big poster boards that talk about their animal and just the experience, raising the animal. And then Saturday, it's at 4 o'clock is the auction?
Right, but get there early so you have time to register and park. We will have free parking over by the Tano Apache Gym with the shuttle. So make sure if you just want to get there early so you have time, especially if you're going to enjoy the auction, you want to get your number, you want to have a nice little dinner.
Mhm.
And then after the auction, Saturday night, we have lots of live music, but we have the Eagles Ronstadt Experience.
Mm.
And that is just, they're awesome. We have it on our website too, on ngcfair.com. You
Okay.
can check out their videos on YouTube and see what you want to come and check out at the fair.
Yep, and if you go to the website, again, that's NGC for Northern Gila County Fair, ngcfair.com. The daily schedule's on there. You can see when everything's happening. Also, a carnival going on out there, a tractor display, bounce houses. There'll be vendors. Who are some of the vendors that will be out there?
So last year, they're all my favorite. I try to always visit all of the vendors, which is really not good for me. But we have Crazy Dog, Kettle Corn. We have the Dog Father. That's such
The
good hot
Dog
dogs.
Father.
Yeah.
Hey, Trey, have you had the Dog Father before?
No, sir.
No, oh, man, you gotta try.
Kendra's Country Bakery. Last year they did waffles with ice cream type of thing, and they have all kinds of great treats. They also have a place over in Swiss Village, so they are local here. Kona Ice for those hot afternoons,
Yeah.
and Mama T's Kettle Corn and More. The Philly Truck, Rock and Rolls, Lobster Rolls. Those
Lobster
were good.
rolls. Oh my gosh, have you tried those, Mike?
No, sir.
They didn't get out of their tent much. They probably
No.
had a lot going on with the animals.
I remember the lobster rolls right in the middle. So when you walk in, and is the layout going to be the same or similar?
Yes.
Very similar to last year?
Yes, so the food vendors maybe switched around just a little bit depending on their power needs,
Yes.
but it'll be the same way. We have the Tamale King, we have Young Smoke and Barbecue, we have Tacos Fuegos. We've even got the caricature, I can't even talk.
Caricature.
Thank
Yes.
you, by Corey, so he'll be there, come get your
Nice.
picture drawn, it'll be
Yeah.
lots of fun. The House of Voodoo,
Reptile Sanctuary. Yeah.
That
All the
is-
snakes. Man, you like snakes?
Yeah, I hold them.
You hold them. They have some big ones too.
They go to Tractor Supply and stuff sometimes, so I
Yeah.
get to see them a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. House of Voodoo, the Reptile Sanctuary. They have a Gila monster. They got other lizards. Alligator. That's right. They have this little alligator, and they sometimes will have a pool, big pool, and he'll be swimming in there in the pool. I know, that's pretty cool. So the barbecue. When she said barbecue, that make you a little hungry too.
A little bit.
Maybe a little hungry. Not gonna lie.
I
Yeah.
should have brought samples.
Oh, no. So much, great food out there, and then again the carnival going on at night. You also on the main stage. There's other entertainment all throughout the day, isn't there?
Yeah, so basically from the time we open till the time we close, we've got something going on.
Mhm.
John Fitzsimmons, he's been our comedy magician. He does things specifically for younger kids on
Mhm.
Family Day, and then he'll do more of a comedy magic show for all ages. And I believe he's got 3 or 4 different times. Even some of our local talent here, the Hula Studio is
Hula,
going to come and
yeah.
do some dancing. The Ponderosa Pioneers and the Payson Posse, they do
Mhm.
the reenactments, the
Mhm.
Western reenactments, and they're going to both have different days that they'll be doing shows.
Yeah.
Tom Claxton, he plays a mix of a lot of different music, but kind of classic rock. He did awesome last year. And what else do we have? We have the Collective playing on Friday after the opening ceremonies. But let me just share a little bit
Yeah.
about opening ceremonies because we have such an amazing lineup and it is going to be so much fun. We have Walt Blackman going to be there.
Mhm.
We have a lot of our Payson veterans
Mhm.
will be there. We have the Honor Guard. We have, I believe, Woody Klein and Steve Christensen will be there to talk about the new Veterans Retreat in
Mhm.
Young.
Mhm.
Just lots of things. And that is our Hailing Heroes segment of the fair. And so we usually, thank our veterans, and the Payson Senior Center comes and has desserts
Mhm.
for them. And we have just a big, like, community heroes. So we have a couple awards from for some local people, and just because it takes a village. So
Mhm.
when you're looking at these guys and all the other kids that do their animals and their livestock, their exhibits, there's so much support here in this town. And so I feel like the community spotlight is, it's important, and I think it's a lot of fun too. We
Yeah.
have live music playing right afterwards, so
Mhm.
it'll probably be about 35 minutes long.
Mhm.
Cameron Davis and Chaz Davis from Razor Thin Media, they put a nice video together every year, and so looking forward to it.
Yeah, and have a stage set up, right? Out
Yeah,
there.
it's out on the stage, and the Payson Community Band is going to be doing our national anthem. So we
Oh,
have kind of
nice.
a really fun mix of
Yeah.
our community putting this together.
Yeah, that's the Payson Community Band playing at different events, different veterans events in the park, and they have really added a lot to the different events and celebrations here in town. So that is cool. So what's your favorite part about the fair, Trent? What would you say? I mean, there's a lot going on, and I know you got, your animal, the auction. Is
Yeah.
that probably, showing, or what's your favorite part?
I don't really know. There's just a lot going on. It's like super fun. There's a lot of reasons to go to the fair.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, and
And
I
you-
think after because I'd like to see if I like, hey, did I do a good job? Did I not do a good job?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
After the auction.
and you're there, I mean, oh my goodness, probably starting Thursday, or you get your animals out there and get set up and stuff, so you're there pretty much all day, the whole day, like Friday, Saturday,
And
Sunday.
these guys, and some of the parents, a lot of them will bring their trailers and camp
Mhm.
on site so that they're there available. The poor kids don't get much of a break, but it is kind of fun even when you're
Yeah.
busy and you get to hang out with your friends and your animals and, talk to people about it. And a lot of different kids on Friday, it's free for families
Okay,
and students, and people come through all day on Friday, especially in the mornings.
uh-huh,
And the kids get to show their animals and let the other kids pet them. So and that really, I think, is a tribute to the amount of work that these guys put into their animals, because when, lots of little kids and little hands, they're right there, and
mm-hmm,
their animals are usually pretty friendly. So it's
mm-hmm.
kind of it's a fun experience. I think my kids did it, and one year, maybe more than 1 year, there were a couple of my kids that actually slept right next to their pens.
Oh, yeah.
So sometimes,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know how much sleep you get when you do that.
Yeah,
but-
you did that, Trent?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah?
was so tired. You'd bed down. I was like, I'll bed down right with you.
There you go. And you slept out there, huh?
Yep.
Do you get a good night's sleep?
Kinda.
Kinda, yeah.
It was like in the afternoon. No one was really there. No one was like, no little kids were coming back. So I was like, he laid down. He's like, I've been standing, licking people, letting them touch my forehead all day. I'm laying down. I was like, I'll lay down right with you.
No.
It took like probably 20-minute walk.
Were people like petting you and touching your forehead too?
No.
Okay.
I was just telling.
You're out of it. How about you, Mike? Have you ever spent the night out there? Or you,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yep, so we're one of the people that bring our camper out there, and I know usually later at night, all the FFA students that have an animal there, we do have our duties there.
Mhm.
So, and it's kind of like working a job, you got different shifts. And so I know like one time I had like the 9 to 10 o'clock shift,
Mm-hmm.
I fell asleep right next to my pig, so.
Oh, yeah. You're like out, huh?
Yep.
Oh, man. And so those of you watching on our KRIM FM Facebook page, you might recognize Micah, because where did you work in town?
I'm working at Pinion
You work-
Cafe.
And you still work at Pinion?
Yes, sir.
All right, and Mike and Rita Conway out there, they're big supporters of the youth in the community and doing different things to
Yes,
help
sir.
out. So, yeah, so you might recognize Micah from over there. Do you have a job yet, Trent?
No, sir.
Come on, when are you gonna start working? Man, are you just
I've
freeloading
tried.
right now? I'm
Sort
just- sort of.
Well,
No,
kind
how
of
old are you?
I'm 13.
13. Well, you're doing pretty darn good, I tell you what. Because you have 2 animals that you're showing, you're in school, and you playing any sports?
No, not right now.
Not right now, huh? I know you did, you played football, didn't you, a little bit?
Or
baseball?
Years ago.
And baseball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess not really too much baseball, but I've played a couple times before baseball.
Yeah, gotcha. Well, now, golly, raising animals, and that's in school, you got a lot going on.
Well, and also, when you start with a steer,
Yeah.
you generally start quite a bit earlier than you would with a pig.
Oh, wow.
So, some of the kids start getting them in October, November, or like until probably the beginning of the year, because the
Uh-huh.
smaller you get your steer,
Uh-huh.
the easier it is to teach it and work
Yeah.
with it, because the bigger they get, the harder they are to control.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, did you have any problems like last year controlling the steer? Or how'd that go?
Well, I was like really small. I got
Yeah.
a little bit taller, so
Okay.
yeah.
Well, how much does your steer weigh now?
Last time we weighed him, he was 1080, I think.
1080.
Over 1,000 pounds.
Over
Can you
1,000
imagine?
pounds, yeah.
Trying to pull him, and I'm only like, I don't know,
Yeah.
115 or something.
So, yeah, and you're trying to pull them along. So how do you, so you can pull, that's like a technique. What are some other techniques for like maneuvering the steer?
Well, last year her son-in-law told me to like take him off center, like when you're getting jerked this way, you kind of like whoa. But this year her daughter said not to.
Uh-huh.
And there's like another halter. You start with the rope halter, and
Okay.
then you get like chain and like leather halter.
Okay.
So you put it on and then it like tightens.
Okay,
And
yeah.
you just like, it's kind of like,
Like a choker
you gotta,
chain. Or
you can't be impatient at all. You just gotta sit there
Yeah.
just like that. And when he comes, he's like, and
Yeah.
sometimes he'll just be like, I'd rather get choked than walk. So he just sits there and I'm like, and I'll be standing there for a while. I'm like, I gotta do something else.
You gotta try something else, huh?
Yeah, you can also push him back to get him forward. That kind of works sometimes. At least he's moving a little bit.
Yeah.
And,
Huh.
and you can also just turn him all the way around and be like, all right, go the other way, and that helps too.
And these are all things like the judges are looking at, huh? And they're
Yeah.
watching, like how hard or how easily you can maneuver the animal around.
Yeah.
Wow, huh? And how, the commands, what have you noticed so far? Like, has the pig been a little better with commands than your steer?
I paid a little bit more, well, not a little bit, I paid more attention to my steer just because it's a bigger animal, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, but my pig is, I'm kind of confident about my pig because
Yeah.
I can at least get him to walk to where I want to go a little bit.
Okay. Can
Starting's just not as good, but
you ever use, you can't use like treats or anything, can you?
Yes, you can.
You can,
Yeah,
really?
so a lot of our kids there, they spoil their pigs, and I do the same, like feeding them donuts or any little thing, watermelon, something sweet, so they really like those.
So, oh,
Nice
sweet.
little-
Donuts and
Don-
watermelon.
Donuts
I
and
think I
watermelon,
would
huh?
do tricks for donuts and watermelon.
Yeah, I'm like, where do you want me to go? Okay, I'll go over
With their
there.
barbecue, there you go.
Yeah. Well, and then also, I guess, now, are you still in school, Micah? Are you
Yes,
still-
sir. Senior year.
Senior year.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right, senior year. How about you? Do you do any sports or?
I used to play baseball. I'm not doing that anymore, but yeah,
Mhm.
mostly just focusing on work right now.
Gotcha. And then also, Trent, one thing you do, you do jujitsu, don't you?
yes, sir.
At Vanquish. The Vanquish new,
And I do boxing.
and boxing too?
Yeah,
Like
I-
kickboxing?
Yes.
Yeah?
I have a tournament coming up too.
You do? Will that be your first one?
Yes.
And now is that kickboxing or
Jiu-jitsu.
jujitsu? Jiu-jitsu. Oh, are you excited about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be fun. Yeah, there's a big tournament down in the valley, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, down in Phoenix. Well, cool. Well, hey, a lot going on. Northern Gila County Fair, September 8th through the 10th. And we'll have another program where there'll be some other people come in to talk about some of the activities or festivities.
Right, so I think they're coming in on Monday.
Yep.
Let me just share too, if you're gonna put in anything in the exhibits, photography, there's quilting, there's in the domestic science, there's baking, there's all kinds of art, like hobbies. Terry Lohman from the Bison 76 shop down
Yeah,
the
oh,
street.
yeah.
He has, I think there's around 20 of those people that have made some really cool models, and they're gonna be entered into the fair also. Everybody who, even like creative writing, like if you did something for school, these guys will also usually put in their animal, what do you call it, your books, your log
Like
of
a
all
log,
of their stuff. So
gotcha.
they put those into the fair. You can go and check those out. And they also keep them in the livestock area so that people ask them, hey, what did you feed your animal?
Yeah.
Or how did you take care of it? There's different things like that. It's got their vet information, and anytime they've had to do anything like that with their animals. But my kids like to do the mini gardens. My daughter and I do those, and my grandkids. It's kind of a little thing we do every year, and we make little mini gardens and put them into the fair. All of the exhibits need to be pre-registered by Monday in order to expedite things.
Gotcha.
And then you'll take them in a week from this Wednesday, and you'll pick them up on Sunday. They all get judged on Thursday, and then people can go see them Friday and Saturday from 10 to 6 at the Tano-Apache Gym.
Nice.
And then we are still looking for volunteers. So
volunteers,
if
okay.
anybody wants to come out to the fair and be a part of it, help us out a little bit, there's so many options. You can help with tickets and merchandising. You can help with parking. You can help in the exhibit area. There's always something to do, and so if you go on to ngcfair.com, you'll see a spot that says Get Involved, and that's where you can sign up. There's a Sign Up Genius app, and you can go in and see what time frames and where.
Oh, cool.
We also have a volunteer hotline.
Uh-huh.
The number is 928-985-0152. So if anybody wants to volunteer, you can call the volunteer hotline or go online and see what's available.
Nice. There you go. So it should be I think it would be busy fair this year. Last year, a lot of people out there, and this year now, all the animals in the auction. That's great to hear.
Yes.
You know, all the animals that will be.
Right, and then we also have Sunday too. So we were going Thursday to Saturday, but
Yeah.
we had a lot of people asking about Sunday.
Yeah.
So the carnival will still be going on,
Oh,
even
nice.
though the animal display will pretty much be down Sunday. We have cowboy church, we have live music all day long, we've
Yeah.
got $10 wedding playing. I had some funny comments about that. People thought we were having weddings on site, but it's
Yeah.
a band.
Well, everyone knows a wedding for $10.
Right,
That's not
that doesn't
happening.
happen. And then Sol DeVille, and they play locally here often, and they'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
playing on Saturday or Sunday afternoon at 1.
Nice. So again, a complete schedule, each day, daily schedule can be found on the website ngcfair.com. So you can go check that out. And again, if you want to volunteer, because volunteers are needed, a lot of different ways that you can volunteer and help out. The volunteer hotline, that number is 928-985-0152. Or on the website, as Faye said, you can also sign up there, see what times are available, and also the different jobs they have that need to be filled.
And veterans are free on Friday, all day and all
Alright.
evening. Friday is free for kids and families until 3 o'clock.
Mhm.
And then Saturday, it's $5 entry,
Mhm.
and Saturday after 5 it'll be $10 because of our event with the Eagles Ron Stan Experience.
There we go. So, all right. Well, thank you guys for coming on, Trent, Micah, and thank you so much, Faith.
Thank
coming
you.
in. Oh, you are so welcome. Yeah, it's time though to get back to the music, and but first we're going to get a live update, weather update. So it's supposed to be kind of hot today. I think, yeah, it's still a little warm. Golly, I think by the fair though it'll have cooled down.
Well, and the way that we have it set up, there's lots of shade, and in the
Nice.
livestock tent, there's air conditioning, swamp
Yeah.
coolers, the town Apache Gym is air conditioned. I think
Yeah.
it'll be nice.
It will be. I think it cooled down a little bit. It'll still be in the 80s, but that's great. And then in the evenings, real nice. So, yeah, it'll be good. Well, thanks again, guys. Thank you, everyone, for watching and listening, and hope you have a great Monday.
With this morning's KRIM weather forecast, Payson and surrounding areas, I'm now Meteorologist.
All right, mics are off.